Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I want to give you 10 reasons that I am really falling in love with this S5 Mark II. So let's get started. So the first reason is, this one may sound a little bit odd, but there's no anti-aliasing filter on here. And that's always been an issue. It's good to have because you don't want the moire showing, but when you take that filter out, the picture just seems so much sharper and so much cleaner. I like it without that filter, so that's the one big plus that I really like. The second thing that I really like is this puts me in the L series lenses of Sigmas and Leicas and lots of different brands of lenses that I can use. I've already got a Mkii in here. I've got a Sigma in here. So there's just so many brands of lenses that weren't available to me on the Canon that are available on here. And plus I can put my old Canon lenses on my Lumix. So I really like being in the L mount lenses. And while it's here, 6K. I like having 6K. Why do I like having 6K? I do not know, but it sounds cool. And the fact that it's there, I'm going to try it out. 4K is plenty enough. In fact, 1080 is plenty enough. But if you got 6K, it sounds fun. Let's try it out. I'm at that point in my career where I like to have some fun. So we'll be trying out some 6K, see if we like it. Another important factor on this is it has a weather sealed body, and that is really nice. I never could get exact statements on how weather sealed some of my Canon bodies were. But this one is weather sealed. I see a lot of pictures with this camera just covered in rain and just sitting there. So hopefully they're covered in rain, sitting there and still working, not covered and sitting there in rain and not working. But we'll go with the working part. So that's something I really like, the fact that it is weather sealed. Something else between my S5 Mark II and my Lumix G9 Mark II that we're recording with right now is my menu is 95% the same, and I love having the same menu. I'm not always struggling around looking for this, looking for that, and and going off of memory and hitting the wrong button. I'm like, oh, that's for Lumix, oh, that's for Canon. So gradually as I go, I'll be all into the same menu, and it'll be much nicer for me and my old self up here. I'll be able to remember things much better, so I'm very glad to be able to have basically the same menu in both cameras. Now this is a me thing. I got this camera with the 50mm and a 20-60, and it was $28.99 brand new, and everybody had it on sale for $20.50. And I found a guy who had it for $1,700 open box. So I bought that. So I saved almost $1,100 on this by just getting an open box. So that is huge to me. I just love saving money. That was $1,100 I saved on this thing. That is a huge amount of money. It has unlimited recording, which is nice. That way I can just set it and talk forever. And you guys know that I can talk forever. So that will be nice. I'll try not to talk to it forever because I don't want you guys to just fade off and fall asleep on me. But it is nice to know that it will run forever. The G5 has a fan in it to keep it from overheating, and the G9 does not have a fan in it, but I have never seen the G9 overheat, nor have I heard any stories of the G9 overheating, so that's an excellent thing. Also, this camera offers a shutter angle, like if you're shooting at 30 frames a second, I don't have to dial my shutter to 60. If I'm shooting at 60 frames a second, I have to dial it to 120. I set it at shutter angle, let it go, let the camera take care of it from there. I don't have to worry about it from there. So it's very, very nice. It's a 24 megapixel camera. My Canon R6 was 20 megapixels. I think anything between 20 and 30 is the sweet spot. I think below 20 might be getting a little low, but not really. I've shot with many of 16 megapixel cameras, but over 30 I think just starts to slow things down. I think it starts to just eat up too much memory that's unneeded. Yeah, the cropping is a thing that I can't crop as much, but if you shoot it right to begin with, you won't have to crop so much to begin with. So this is right at 24 megapixels, so I think that is about perfect spot for megapixels, so I like that. This also has a full-size HDMI on the side, and if you guys have used, there's the full-size HDMI. If you've ever used I think it's called the HDMI Mini, where it's always falling out, it'll drive you nuts. So I'm very happy to have the full-size HDMI on the side of the camera. It makes it very nice. There's 8 stops of image stabilization in this camera. I shot a picture, I haven't put it on the computer yet, but I was just shooting around I haven't downloaded the pictures yet, but I shot one handheld at 1 second the other day, and it looked pretty sharp in the back of the camera. I haven't seen it on the computer yet to see if it's going to be sharp or not, but it looked pretty sharp on the back of the camera, and that was at 1 second, just hand holding it, so I thought that was pretty cool. So we will be checking that out, and as far as vlogging with it, I haven't even had a chance yet, but 8 stops of image stabilization is pretty good, so I like that. Phase detect autofocus. You knew that had to come. That's the main reason that I have the G9 II and the S5 II is the phase detection autofocus. Without that, I wouldn't be using them. They're great cameras, but if you can't focus, you can't focus. I had some of the older Lumix cameras, and a lot of times they couldn't focus. Sometimes they could, sometimes they couldn't, but it could not be relied upon. Now we have phase detect autofocus, and it is amazing. And you guys are probably thinking, hey, this is over 10. I think I listed 12, and I don't remember where you said that open gate counts as one of your favorite things. Well, I didn't say open gate yet. I know you're probably looking back through the list. I know we had to say everybody that has the S5 talks about open gate, but that's not something that I have used yet, so it's not something that I'm thrilled to have. I mean, I'm glad it's there. I'm sure I'll like it when I get to it, but it's not something right now, at this very moment in my life, that I've used, that I need, so that didn't make the list. So we had a little more than 10 than I listed. Open gate didn't even count. So, but guys, I am enjoying this camera so much. I'm making a how to use your camera with menu photography video. I've been working on it for about 5 or 6 days. I've hoped to have already had it out, but I'm still working on it. It'll be out in the next few days. I am loving the Lumix S5. I am so glad I got into the Lumix system. So anyway, guys, I appreciate it. If you have any questions, then leave them down at the bottom. We'll get back to you. If we're helping you out, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. You guys have a great day. Thank you. Hey guys, I just want to take this second of your time. If you guys would please hit like and subscribe, it would go a long ways toward helping our channel and help us keep making these videos. Thank you.